Hey guys, it's Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to learn how to play the solo to Another Brick in the Wall Part 2 by Pink Floyd. So this one's kind of sporadic. There's like definitive phrases. So we're just going to go phrase by phrase here. And there are some crazy bends in this one. So you want to, take care of your calluses. Don't practice them too much at one time or you'll get, blisters and stuff and you won't be able to play for a few days. So let's start here with this opening lick. Sounds like this. Okay, so we're going to pull off from 13 to 10 on the B string. We're in standard tuning here, just to let you know. 13 to 10 on the B, then 12 on the G, back to that 10 on the B. Then you're going to do a whole step bend at that 12 on the G, and then a roll from the 10th fret on the B to the 10th fret on the high E. And then a whole step bend there at the 13th fret on the B string. Now you're going to play a couple of double stops here at the 10th fret on the B and the G string together. Hit those 3 times there. So all together. All right, the next lick is where we start getting into these crazy bends. Sounds like this. All right, so there we're doing a whole step bend at the 13th on the B, and then pick it again. So it's up 2 bends, so it sounds like it's 2 frets higher. Then bring it down to that 13. Then pull off 13 to 10 to 12 on the G, and then the whole step there. Whole step bend. All right, next phrase sounds like this. All right, so we have this kind of a rake into the 10th fret on the G string, pulling off to the 9th fret. Then 12 on the D, back to the 9 on the G. And then I'm going to slide from 10 to 12 on the D, and then roll over to the G on the 12th fret. And back to the D on the 10th fret. On the D string. The 12th fret on the D string. So we have then the quick double stop again that we did earlier. And then we're going to go the double stop into the 12th fret on the D. So we have this all together. Then you can hit that double stop twice to that 12th fret on the D again. And then you're going to go those that double stop there at the 10th fret to the 12th fret across the B and the G. Back to that 10th. And when you play the 10th, just slightly bend it towards the floor a little bit. So all together. All right, so there's another little pause there, and we have this next lick. All right, more bending, yay. So we're gonna be raking into the 13th fret whole step bend on the high E string. I have my first finger kind of laying across those strings, deadening them. Then pick it twice, then to the 13th on the B string, and you can do that kind of whole step to 2 whole steps, then another, so it's a 2.5 step bend, so it's gonna all the way up there. All right, so you gotta go, then release, and then end it with just a whole step up. So it's a whole step to 2 steps to 2.5 steps, release, then back to a whole step. Good luck on that one. So. All right, the next phrase, a little bit more extended, it sounds like this. Okay, so we're gonna start kind of similar to the beginning. Whole step bend at the 12th fret on the G, then roll from 10 on the B to 10 on the high E. Then pull off 13 to 10 on the B. Then 12 to 10 on the G. Then do a whole step pre-bend at the 12th fret on the G. Release it to the 10th fret on the G. Then you're going to pull off 12 to 10 on the G over to 12 on the D. One more time. Pull off 13, 10, 12, pre-bend, then 10, and then pull off 12 to 10 on the G to that D 12th fret. One more time. Then slight bend at the 10th fret on the G to the 12th on the D string. All right, now we're going to start kind of descending. So we're going to play the 12 on the G and the D together and pull those off to the 10s on the G and the D. And then we're going to play 12, 10 on the A, just picking those. And then you're going to play them again, but pull off from the 12 to the 10, slide down to 8. Then you're going to pull off 10 to 8, and then 10 to 8 on the low E string. So from here, we have you're going to end it on the 10th fret there on the low E string. So far, okay, and then we're this little, that's just hammering 8 to 10 on the low E string to 8 on the A string, and then 12, 8, 12, 10, 8, 12, 10, 8, 10 on the low E. I'll just pick that again. All right, so that's the longest lick, so that's probably the hardest one to memorize. From there we have this. All right, so sliding into the 7th fret on the D, then 5, 7 on the G. Quick little hammer pull from 5 to 6, back to 5 on the B string. Then play 7 on the G, then play 7 again and pull off to 5, over to 7 on the D. Then slight downward bend on the 5th fret on the G string, then 7, then pull off 7 to 5, then the 6th fret slow bend on the B string. All right, next phrase. So that's just more of those bends, step and and 2-step bends at the 13th fret on the B string. All right, so you've seen that before, so I'm sure you just listen to it and know that's just a whole step into a 2 whole step bend. From there we have this. Kind of sparse up here. So we have a whole step bend at the 15th fret on the high E string, then a quick 13th fret on the high E to 15 on the B. All right, now we're going to slide into that 15, over to the 13 on the high E, back to the 15 on the B, and then back to some bending and releasing there at the 15th fret on the high E string. And then pick it pre-bent, release, and then you're going to play the 15 and the 13 together. All right, so all together we have. All right, then up to the 18th fret, whole step bend, then pick it again, then up to the 20th fret. Bend that up a whole step, and then pick that again, and then 2 quick pull-offs from 20 to 17 on the high E string. Alrighty? Next phrase sounds like this. It just kind of ends the solo. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna 10th fret 3 times on the G string. You're just slightly kind of bending that as you're doing. Over to the 12th on the D. Then we're gonna have some muted strings, just down up on the muted strings, and then slide 10 on the G, 12 on the D, slide that up 2 frets. And when you get there, you're gonna play the full C major triad, which is basically you already got 2 of the notes. You're just gonna add the 13 on the B string with it. So we had this. And then 12 on the G and the D, just once, and then 12 on the G and the B twice, and slide down 2 frets. So we have this. I'm gonna start one more time. I'll slow it down just a little bit. All right, then a little harmonic on the 10th fret on the D to 12th fret twice on the D. And then the last little phrase, so it's just 10, 8, 10 on the A string, back to 8, and then 10th fret on the low E string. And that just brings in a bunch of crazy voiceover stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We've got all the chords and stuff in another lesson. So these 2 combined, just it's the whole song note for note. And I hope to see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.